Let me share a message from someone who has been on your mind. This person has something important to tell you, and it's about their feelings and actions. They want you to know they're feeling stuck in old habits and ways of thinking that may have caused pain, that may have caused pain. It's not that they intended to hurt you, they simply weren't fully aware of how their behavior affected you and others around them. They've been acting in ways that might come across as selfish, manipulative, or even uncaring. But deep down, they're starting to realize this isn't who they truly are or who they want to be. This person has likely hidden their true self from you. They've been wearing a kind of mask showing a tough, controlling side instead of being open and vulnerable. They've held back their emotions, possibly because they were afraid of being hurt or didn't know how to express them. They thought showing their softer side would make them weak, so they relied on their pride and ego to guide them. Unfortunately, this led to behaviors that hurt you, even if that was never their intention. Right now, they're reflecting on their actions and starting to understand how their patterns and beliefs have affected their relationship with you. They want to admit something they've likely never said before. They've been selfish, difficult, and hard to deal with. They acknowledge they haven't always treated you with the love and care you deserve. But here's the key: they want to change. They're realizing that the way they've been acting isn't working, and they're motivated to become better, not for everyone, but specifically for you. Change isn't easy for them. They've been stuck in their ways for a long time, and stepping out of their comfort zone feels scary. But something about you and your connection is inspiring them to try. It's as if your energy and presence are helping them see things differently. You've made them realize they can't keep living this way if they want a deeper and more meaningful connection with you. If you're currently in a relationship with this person, you might have noticed some of their challenging behaviors. Maybe they've been distant, controlling, or resistant to showing their emotions. Perhaps they've acted as though they don't care, leaving you feeling confused or unappreciated. What you need to know is that they're aware of this now. They don't like the way they've treated you and aren't proud of their actions. It's something they're working on, even if you can't see all the progress yet. This person is also starting to understand that love means more than what they've believed in the past. They've held onto a flawed definition of love, thinking it meant not being vulnerable, not showing emotions, and always being in control. But now they're learning that true love requires openness, honesty, and a willingness to care deeply. They're beginning to see that loving someone else starts with loving themselves. They've likely been struggling with their own inner issues for a long time, which has made it hard for them to show love to others. But they're realizing that healing themselves is the first step to building a better relationship with you. One of the biggest challenges this person is facing is breaking free from old habits. They've been stuck in certain patterns for so long that it feels natural to them, even if those patterns aren't healthy. For example, if they've been avoiding emotions or acting selfishly, it's because that's what they've always done. It's what they know. Changing these habits takes time and effort, and it's not something that will happen overnight. But they're determined to try because they know it's worth it for you. What's also important to note is that this person's transformation isn't just about you. While you've been a major influence, they're also starting to realize that they need to make these changes for themselves. They're beginning to see how their old ways have held them back, not just in their relationship with you, but in other areas of their life. They're learning to take responsibility for their actions and to work on becoming the best version of themselves. Soon, you might notice this person opening up more. They're working behind the scenes to heal and to prepare themselves to show you the love and care they've been holding back. They might confess their true feelings to you and explain why they've acted the way they have. This could come as a surprise, especially if you felt like they didn't care or weren't interested in changing. But the truth is, they've been thinking about you and the relationship a lot, and they want to make things right. If you're not currently in a relationship with this person, they still want you to know that you've had a profound impact on them. Even if things didn't work out before, they're realizing how much you meant to them and how their actions contributed to the outcome. They're hoping for forgiveness and understanding, and they want you to see that they're trying to grow and improve. This process of change is deeply personal for them. It's not just about making you happy or fixing the relationship, it's about becoming a better person overall. They're starting to embrace vulnerability, which is something they've avoided for a long time. They're learning to let go of their ego and pride, which used to dictate their actions. And most importantly, they're learning to listen to their heart instead of just their head. As this person goes through this journey, they're likely to experience ups and downs. Change is rarely a straight path, and they might struggle at times, but what matters is their intention and their effort. They want you to know that they're doing this not just because they care about you, but because they see a future with you. They're imagining a relationship built on trust, honesty, and genuine love, and they're willing to put in the work to make that happen. For you, it's important to consider what you want as well. Do you feel ready to give this person another chance? Are you willing to support them as they go through this transformation? It's okay if you need time to think about it. Healing and rebuilding trust take time, and both of you need to be on the same page for this to work. If you decide to move forward with this person, know that it will require patience and communication. They're learning to open up, but they might still struggle to fully express themselves at times. Encouraging them and showing them that it's safe to be vulnerable with you can make a big difference. At the same time, it's important to set boundaries and make sure your own needs are being met. A healthy relationship is a two-way street, and both of you deserve to feel valued and respected. Ultimately, this person's message to you is one of hope and transformation. They're admitting their flaws and taking steps to become better. They're learning to love themselves so they can truly love you. And while the journey won't be easy, they're committed to making it because they believe you're worth it. Whether you choose to move forward with them or not, know that your presence in their life has been a powerful catalyst for change. You've inspired them to look within, face their fears, and start a new chapter. This seems to be about someone who is navigating a relationship or the potential for one. It might involve patterns or challenges in attracting certain types of people or dealing with unresolved personal issues. Whether you're single, casually involved, or in a committed relationship, this situation feels significant and has deeper layers worth exploring. Many people tend to attract similar types of partners over and over again. For example, you might find yourself repeatedly involved with selfish individuals or people who can't fully commit. This might stem from past experiences, personal insecurities, or unhealed wounds. However, in this case, it feels different. The person you're dealing with might be showing signs of wanting something meaningful and lasting. They seem to want to build a strong bond, perhaps even start a family or create a future with you. If you're single and just getting to know someone, this person could have genuine intentions to establish a stable and loving connection. The idea of this situation being different carries a lot of weight. You might sense that this person's energy or intentions stand out compared to what you've experienced in the past. For instance, you could both share something unique, such as a strong sense of style, mutual goals, or an unspoken understanding that connects you on a deeper level. It's almost as if the universe has aligned your paths for a specific reason. Someone here, either you or the other person, has been wishing, praying, or manifesting a change. This desire might have been focused on finding a healthy relationship, healing old wounds, or breaking free from negative patterns. It feels like these wishes are being granted, but it's not without challenges. The person you're involved with or considering being with seems to have been through a lot emotionally. They may have faced struggles like selfishness, dishonesty, or difficulty expressing their feelings in the past. They've likely recognized these patterns and want to change. This could involve deep personal work, such as praying, reflecting, or seeking guidance from the universe or higher power. The process of healing and growth is rarely straightforward. While the universe may be helping them, they're also being tested and taught lessons along the way. These lessons might include financial struggles, emotional setbacks, or a need to reevaluate their priorities. This person's inner struggles might stem from their childhood. They could have grown up in an environment where love and affection weren't openly expressed. Perhaps their parents argued frequently or didn't show kindness to one another. As a child, they might have felt invisible or unimportant, hiding away to escape the tension and feeling unloved. These early experiences could have left lasting scars, shaping their belief that they aren't worthy of love or that they don't know how to give or receive it. Over time, this belief may have turned into a pattern of destructive behaviors in their adult relationships. Despite this, it's clear that deep down they long for love and connection. Even if they act distant or uninterested, their true desire is to feel valued and cared for. However, their past pain and unresolved trauma can make it hard for them to fully embrace these feelings. They might feel trapped by their own demons, such as feelings of unworthiness, fear of vulnerability, or difficulty trusting others. These struggles can make them seem closed off or even emotionally unavailable at times. But beneath the surface, they're working hard to change. The journey of personal growth and healing can be challenging, and this person appears to be actively trying to overcome their inner battles. They might not always show it outwardly, but they are likely putting in the effort to become better both for themselves and for the relationship. They may have been praying or manifesting for clarity, strength, or freedom from their negative traits. This could include asking for help to let go of selfishness, dishonesty, or harmful behaviors they've relied on in the past. It's important to recognize that healing doesn't happen overnight, and this person is on a path that requires patience and persistence. For you, being involved with someone who is healing can be both rewarding and challenging. You might see their potential and want to support them, but it's also important to set boundaries and take care of yourself. You can't fix their issues for them, they have to do the work on their own. However, your understanding, compassion, and encouragement can play a big role in helping them feel supported. You might be seen as a nurturing figure in their life, someone who provides the love and stability they never had growing up. While this is a powerful role, it's essential not to lose yourself in the process. Remember that your own well being matters too. This person's financial struggles or other life challenges might be part of their growth journey. For example, if they've been overly focused on material things like money or work, they may need to learn how to balance their priorities and make time for emotional connections. These lessons can be difficult but necessary for their development. If they're currently facing setbacks, it could be the universe's way of encouraging them to reflect and make meaningful changes. On a deeper level, this person might also be dealing with feelings of shame or guilt about their past actions. They may feel like they failed in previous relationships or made mistakes that can't be undone. These feelings can make them doubt their ability to be loved or to build a healthy relationship. However, their desire to change and their willingness to work on themselves are positive signs. They're acknowledging their flaws and trying to grow, which is a crucial step toward healing. If you're in their life, your role might involve showing them that love and affection are possible. This doesn't mean ignoring their flaws or tolerating harmful behavior, but rather understanding that they're on a journey. Your patience and care can help them feel safe and supported as they navigate their challenges. It's also important to communicate openly and honestly about your needs and boundaries. A healthy relationship requires effort from both sides, and they need to meet you halfway. For some people, the idea of breaking free from old patterns can be daunting. This person might feel stuck or afraid of change, even if they genuinely want to grow. Their fears could stem from a lack of confidence or a deep rooted belief that they're not capable of being loved. These fears might manifest as self sabotage or hesitation in fully committing to the relationship. It's important to recognize these behaviors as part of their healing process, not a reflection of how they feel about you. Ultimately, this situation is about growth, healing, and building a meaningful connection. Whether you're single, casually involved, or in a relationship, the key is to approach this with patience, understanding, and self care. Healing takes time, and everyone's journey is different. If you're willing to support this person while also maintaining your own boundaries, there's potential for something strong and lasting to grow between you. Not everyone has the strength to overcome their struggles on their own. Life can be difficult, and many people carry wounds from their past that hold them back from becoming their best selves. Some may feel stuck or lost, unable to find the courage or tools to heal. If you find yourself in someone's life to help them heal, this is not something to take lightly. It's a meaningful responsibility because when you help someone heal, you're not just changing their life, you're also helping make the world a better, kinder place. Your role is important, and it's a chance to bring light to someone who needs it. The person you're connected with might deeply desire unconditional love. This kind of love is rare because it's not based on conditions or expectations. They want to be loved for who they are with all their flaws, fears, and imperfections. They may have spent their life searching for someone who truly accepts them. For some people, this desire for real love starts in childhood. If they grew up in an environment where love was absent or conditional, they might have silently promised themselves that one day they would find someone who loves them unconditionally. They may have imagined a future where they feel safe, loved, and valued just for being themselves. This longing for love could be tied to their past experiences. If they didn't receive the love they needed as children, it may have left a gap in their heart. They might have felt ignored, unloved, or even rejected by their parents or caregivers. This lack of love creates emotional wounds that don't simply disappear as they grow older. Instead, they carry these wounds into adulthood, often without realizing it. They might behave in ways that push people away or make it difficult for them to open up. But deep inside, they still dream of experiencing a love that heals those old wounds and fills that gap in their heart. Now, if you're in their life, it's possible that your presence is part of their healing journey. You might not even realize it, but you're helping them see what love can look like. By being kind, patient, and understanding, you're showing them that they are worthy of love. This person may not have encountered someone like you before. They may not know how to respond to your love and care at first, but over time, your presence can help them begin to trust and open their heart. It's important to remember, though, that healing is a personal journey. You can't do the work for them. You can't force them to heal or change. They need to want it for themselves. If they're willing to face their fears and work through their pain, your support can make a big difference. But if they're not ready or refuse to take responsibility for their growth, there's only so much you can do. Healing requires effort, courage, and a willingness to confront the things that hurt. Without that, no amount of outside help will create lasting change. It's also crucial to understand that helping someone heal doesn't mean you should tolerate abuse or mistreatment. If someone is treating you badly, whether physically, emotionally, or mentally, you don't have to stay and endure it. Being there for someone doesn't mean sacrificing your own well being. Sometimes the best way to help someone is by setting boundaries or walking away. This might seem harsh, but letting go can also be a form of healing. It forces the other person to confront their issues without relying on you as a crutch. For example, if the person you're connected with is abusive or manipulative, staying with them in the name of healing will only enable their behavior. True healing involves honesty, accountability, and effort from both sides. If those elements are missing, it's better to step back and focus on your own health and happiness. You can't pour from an empty cup, and you shouldn't destroy yourself to save someone else. On the other hand, if this person is genuinely trying to grow and change, your presence can be a powerful source of inspiration. They might see you as someone who believes in them and supports their journey. This doesn't mean you need to fix them or solve all their problems. Instead, you're there to encourage them, to remind them of their potential, and to offer love and kindness as they take steps toward healing. In some cases, the person you're helping may have hurt you in the past. Maybe they were distant, dismissive, or even outright cruel. They might have rejected your love or pushed you away when you tried to get close. These actions likely stemmed from their own pain and fear. When someone has deep emotional wounds, they often build walls around their heart to protect themselves. Unfortunately, these walls also keep out the very love they crave. Now, this person might be realizing their mistakes. They may be reflecting on their past actions and wishing they could go back and change things. They might feel regret for how they treated you and want to make amends. However, change takes time. It's not something that happens overnight. If they're sincere about wanting to heal, they will need to show it through their actions, not just their words. For some people, their journey toward healing may involve rediscovering their own worth and learning how to love themselves. This can be a challenging process because it requires them to face their deepest fears and insecurities. They might struggle with feelings of unworthiness, shame, or guilt. But as they work through these emotions, they can start to rebuild their sense of self. They can begin to see that they deserve love and happiness just like everyone else. If you're supporting someone through this process, it's essential to take care of yourself too. Being there for someone can be emotionally draining, especially if they're dealing with a lot of pain. Make sure you have your own support system and take time to recharge. It's okay to set boundaries and say no when you need to. Remember, you can't help someone else if you're neglecting your own needs. In some cases, you and this person may not end up together. Your connection might have been meant to guide them toward healing, even if you're not meant to stay in their life forever. This can be a hard truth to accept, but it doesn't diminish the impact you've had. Sometimes people come into our lives for a season or a purpose, and when that purpose is fulfilled, it's time to move on. Even if your paths diverged, the love and lessons you've shared will always be a part of their journey. Ultimately, love is a powerful force. It has the ability to heal wounds, transform lives, and bring people closer to their true selves. But love isn't always easy. It requires patience, understanding, and a willingness to accept people as they are. If you're in someone's life to help them heal, remember that your role is to guide and support, not to fix or save. Trust the process and have faith that the love you shared will leave a lasting impact, no matter what the outcome may be. I hope this message brings you clarity and peace as you navigate this journey. Remember to listen to your heart, trust your instincts, and take care of yourself along the way. Healing is a journey for everyone involved, and your efforts, no matter how small, can make a world of difference.